So today, guys, I want to talk about an incident that occurred between two women, one being this young lady here who's a pro-life activist, Savannah Craven. And she got into it with this young lady here named Brianna Rivers on the streets of New York. We're about to see how just a simple conversation turns into something crazy. Let's go.
Not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
You have a channel?
Yeah, we're doing some interviews today.
I love your skin tone too.
Thank you. Such a good vibe.
Of course.
Well, awesome. So we're asking people's opinion today on Planned Parenthood. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know what they provide?
Yes. Abortions.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Safe abortions.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know any other services that they provide?
I know, like, to teens, if you're under 18, you could get like birth control, condoms, counseling. They offer a lot of, beneficial things that the youth really should use right now.
Okay. So you have a pretty positive view of Planned Parenthood.
I mean, majority. I don't know. Is this like a yes or no? Am I wrong?
It's your opinion.
But yeah, that is definitely my opinion. I feel like, especially as teens, people get caught up in things that they really don't want to commit to for their entire lives. So if you get caught up with the wrong guy, you think you're in love, and then boop, now you stuck. Not stuck, but you're stuck with a baby for the rest of this time, literally the rest of their lives and your life, if you're that kind of mother, because some women just don't have it in them and they abandon them and abuse them and all kind of shit. And it's like, girl, just get rid of it if you know you're gonna do that.
Get rid of them. Why not just give them to another family? That's good.
No, but exactly, even that, and that's another option that Planned Parenthood offers. So it's like, if you know that you are not the being who can provide for this child, then there are alternative options out there for you. So I definitely understand why people do abort children. Don't have babies that you don't want. Don't have babies that men are telling you in front of your face that they do not want. I wish more would stop doing that. Like, it's like a plan to.
Why don't they just stop having sex with people they don't want to have a child with?
That too. To me, it's always pro-choice, your body, your life, because that baby is gonna be a baby.
It's a baby.
Yeah, and you're gonna have that.
So guys, I had to pause that there. This is quite an interesting conversation here, and it's going to take a turn for the worse, which I don't know if I probably played the intro clip, which I definitely had to blur it out because YouTube doesn't allow that type of violence. But just to give you some clarity on what's going on here. So the lady on the right that you guys see, her name is Savannah Craven. She is married. She is a pro-life activist. She's also Catholic, and this is New York City, if you guys didn't know. And the lady on the left, who has since become notorious, if you will, her name is Brianna J. Rivers. Now, Brianna has since spoken out in reference to this incident about what goes on, but this is just a clear demonstration of women not being able to have a conversation, because it started out great from what it seems like so far, but women not being able to have a conversation. One is pro-life, one is pro-choice. And obviously we must respect people's opinions. We shouldn't be belittling their opinions and things like that. We should never take it to fisticuffs, which is ridiculous. But we're going to get back into this clip. We should be able to have these conversations. People feel different ways. What she said just now brings to mind what you guys may have heard about Anthony Edwards, who plays for the Timberwolves, who recently got the young lady pregnant, and he told her, which he tends to clap a lot of ladies' cheeks and then tell them that he doesn't want the baby, and he pays for them to get the smortions. In this case, he wanted to do the same thing, but she chose to have his baby and then got mad, which women do get mad when a man doesn't want, he tells you up front. But I'm not absolving him of squirting in these chicks, because he needs to watch himself too. But if you can afford to pay, then by all means, go for it, man. But let's get back to this clip. Let's go.
You're gonna have that
person.
So
yeah. Well, do you know that Planned Parenthood gets nearly $700 million of our taxpayer money every year?
$700 million. I mean, honestly, I can't go against Planned Parenthood. I just can't. $700 million for how many single mothers?
Of our money. But they're not giving it to single mothers, though. Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna just, single out where it is that our tax dollars go, then the police, respectfully.
So it's really interesting because since 2010, prenatal care has been down for 80% since 2010 at Planned Parenthood. Adoption referrals. So this is why this is research straight from their yearly report of 2022 to 2023, I believe it is. And so they're a 501c3. They have to tell us what they do every single year. So this is straight.
Which should be any union corporation. If we are paying tax dollars towards you, I need to know that you are doing the job and doing it correctly.
Right. But let me continue to tell you. So the STI testing and treatment down 15% since 2019. Client numbers down overall 34% since 2006.
Nobody has insurance. I don't have insurance.
Donors down 21%. Contraceptives down 44%. Breast screenings, manual breast exams down over 80%. And you mentioned adoption. They commit 228 abortions for every one adoption referral. So why are they getting so much more money yet all of their services are going down?
The services are going down because people are afraid. Women.
What are they afraid of?
Women don't know. They don't know what they're exposing their bodies to. A lot of people, especially behind abortion, there's a stigma.
But their abortions are going up. So they used to have this slogan where they said safe, legal, and rare. That's what we want. Safe, legal, and rare abortions, until it was exposed that a lot of these facilities were requiring abortion quotas. So the more abortions each facility did, the more like praise that they would get. They would get awards. And so it's really interesting. That doesn't really make...
Very interesting on the insurance part of that, because I know a lot of people, regardless of Obamacare and all these things like that, sometimes if you make X amount of dollars, you still can't afford it, man. It's crazy. This is the United States. But, you know, obviously, that's a different conversation. We're talking about smortions and Planned Parenthood and the fact that the funding of whatever it was, the millions and millions and millions of dollars, what did you say, 700 million goes to them? But of course, in order to keep getting a certain amount of funding per fiscal year, you have to show statistics of what it is that you're doing. And obviously, you're going to want to try to encourage more people to visit this establishment. Now, me personally, I'm not an advocate for smortions. I wouldn't do that personally, but I understand why some people will go that. I don't believe it's a form of birth control. I definitely don't feel that way. And I feel like a lot of women are using it like that instead of, as old girl on the right, Savannah, was saying, why not just abstain altogether? Why continue to get your cheeks clapped and let this dude squirt, and then you go and do this damage to your body, as opposed to adoption, all these other things? I'm not saying, because it's obviously these ways of deleting the baby have been around for quite some time, probably millennia at this point, of taking certain concoctions and different type of medieval type devices to do this stuff. So it's nasty work altogether. But let's get back to the clip, guys. Let's go.
It seemed like they want safe, legal, and rare abortions.
How many people can you think, or are you going to assume, would literally abandon their children with no repercussions from the state?
No, it's called safe haven baby boxes. We're at a fire station or hospital. You can leave your baby and the mother doesn't have to do anything with it. But that's better than killing her baby through abortion, right?
No, ma'am.
It's not better to give your baby up to a family who wants them instead of killing them?
No, ma'am. I have seen so many stories and countless, literally like countless stories.
What happens in an abortion?
They literally suck the life out of you. They're gonna take the whole baby out, and as they should, because I shouldn't be a taxpayer paying child support and food stamps and WIC for
you
women
should be a
who never
taxpayer
wanted the
paying
baby.
for abortions?
Exactly, but as for a woman who didn't want the baby in the first place, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't ever sit here and lock yourself down with a man who already told you he doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't.
I agree with you.
I'm not disagreeing with you either. I understand.
You don't get to kill the baby just because their dad didn't want them.
You can.
Should we kill the kids in foster care? And
why not? Why not? If that's the case,
we should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted.
Who's gonna take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
We should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
We should kill the victims of molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is, in general, overall, if I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then. Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical.
It is.
Who are you, Nancy?
I sound dumb. You sound dumb as. Okay.
It does, because even.
Yeah. It's not hard to keep your legs closed. Okay? She's saying it's not logical to be abstinent. If dudes can do it for a long time, why can't ladies? Dudes, you actually have to put in an effort. Women, you really don't, right? You don't have to do anything. So it's not that hard. It's not that hard to just abstain, especially how y'all women be, man. So yeah, but that's wild how she said you might as well. But you could tell she's getting angry. Brianna here is getting angry about the situation. And you see they can agree on certain things. But I think that's the biggest thing. Just abstain or just require the person to wear a prophylactic. But everybody's going to make excuses and you can't hold a woman accountable on anything, and which is what she's trying to do. It's not realistic to hold a woman accountable. So we have to realize that. Let's finish up this video, guys. Let's go.
Because even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed. And I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
What's wrong with you? You have a.
Oh my god.
Hey! What the f did you do? She attacked my wife.
Your wife just attacked me.
So
Why is that following me? Why you following me?
I'm gonna get arrested. Look. Don't worry.
She just punched me in the face. We were just doing a street interview with my camera and everything was fine for over 20 minutes or however long we were filming, and then she just punched me in the face. Oh my god.
Now, I must admit that does look fake, because I don't think that two-piece could have done that to her. Especially, like, it wasn't like she cocked back. Obviously, this BBW was a little bit bigger than her, and did she hit the concrete and things happen? You hit my wife! And you know, she's just like some New York. What she said, suck my bleep. Man, that's nasty work. But I saw people in the comments were saying, that's what you get for messing with a New Yorker, da 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 da. I don't know if Savannah's from New York, but she lives in New York. But let's play the follow-up clip here, and hopefully YouTube will let me get away with it, but I think it's just makeup. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she was leaking like that for real though, but let's get back to it.
Yeah, the dress, it's one I missed it.
Look to the right.
No, she's not them.
She's big. She's tall.
And she had worn a light brown coat. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm
3-2 body light dog. Follow your light body. I'm rolling 84 with the post, the body light post. Yeah, for Lieutenant disregard. 10-4.
So her eye was leaking. That's what happened. She caught her in the eye. She's big. Y'all trying to find her? You in the back of the cop car trying to find her? That's what's going on now? Baby. I mean, I know she's big, but yo, you can't just let her walk off. And she walked away. She didn't run away, but I guess she's a BBW too. But let's play Brianna's clip and see what happened here, because I guess she responded. Let's go. So Brianna said, and you guys will see it here on the screen. To Savannah, I sincerely apologize, but cannot sit around and allow you to continue pushing this one-sided narrative. I understand hands being put on someone is never the answer, but throwing rocks and hiding hands is worse. She knows the truth and she needs to release the footage in its entirety. Savannah is a professional antagonist, not a reporter, and the truth will be told. I need a platform to share my side of events. She has 7 million views, making me out to be a child monster when she knows the truth. She railroaded me into all of this. She needs to release the unedited footage with her relentless antagonization on a subject that is very touchy. I will not allow my image to be defamed by this woman's actions. Anyone who knows me knows how respectful I am. I don't even litter. There's no way you believe I'm punching people for disagreeing with my point of view. So, Brianna, I don't know if she put her hands on you or not, but it looks like, I mean, she might have edited the footage a certain way, but it looks like you were just too emotional, which a lot of women are, because she was probably saying some things. She was being antagonistic, was being smart. Well, you know, such and such, you know, just, and some people who can't take it when some people are being very smug, if you will, they can't take it. So they have no choice but to have an emotional response, which women tend to do, black women in particular, and tend to throw hands. That's just what it is. But let's get into, I guess she left her a voice note on Instagram going on about it, but let's go.
Girl, shut the f. You're trying to sit here and talk about a story that you don't know the f about. You live in bumfuck Las Vegas, fucking 3,000 miles away from where the fuck this even occurred. You don't know that bitch. You're probably a Trump supporter just like the rest of these white racist retard from Jesus freaks. Go the fuck.
So I just played the audio part about that. I guess that was Brianna responding to someone, and then it played a video afterwards, which I'm not gonna get into. This is a wild video altogether, and it does open up a moral conversation that people are constantly having in reference to this country, Roe v. Wade, the reversal, women being afraid, women being accountable. When, in my opinion, you have the choice to just abstain. But nobody ever wants to talk about that, though, right? Nobody ever wants to talk about just abstaining. But guys, let me know what you guys think about all this. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.